What's up, guys? So there's been some interesting chatter in my Merch by Amazon Facebook group about people getting tiered down. Also, people have been getting tiered up and skipping tiers, which is something that prior to this past couple days, I had never heard of happening and I honestly didn't think was possible. So we're going to talk all about that in this video. A lot of this information, actually pretty much all of it, is crowdsourced. I don't know how else I would do it. So please, if you're not in that Merch by Amazon Facebook group that I mentioned, use the link in the description to join it. All right, let's get started. Quick reminder, take advantage of the free weekly print-on-demand giveaway. 2 winners are going to be selected and it takes like 10 seconds to enter. The winners are going to receive a license to Flying Research, print-on-demand research tools, AutomatePOD, print-on-demand design creation automation, All-American Graphics, premium graphics for your designs, which by the way, they are on sale right now, and Bubble Scout, the only Redbubble niche research and validation tool. You can find a link in the description. Shout out to the sponsors. Also, like I mentioned, the Merch by Amazon Facebook group, you can find linked in the description as well. All right, so I'm just going to show you a couple posts from the Amazon Merch Facebook group and kind of get a vibe for what's been going on recently. And again, nothing is set in stone unless somebody watching this actually works for the Merch by Amazon team, in which case you can just shoot me an email. I'd love to have you on for a video. But we're going to crowdsource some information from the Merch by Amazon Facebook group. The first post I wanted to show says, "Oh my God, tiered up from tier 10 to tier 100. But I only sold 3 shirts in 1 year." So that's pretty good news. That's also a record. I know that Marielle's account had 4 sales on it, and it went from tier 10 to tier 25 with 4 sales. Now, 3 shirts and getting to tier 100, that's pretty darn good. Now, by the end of this, we'll try to figure out if this is a fluke or not. Also, there's a really good piece of advice from somebody at the very end as well for people in this scenario. Next post, does anyone tier up from 25 to 100 or 25 skip to 500? So again, kind of trying to figure out if people are skipping tiers now, like maybe the whole tier up system changed and you can skip. And the person at the bottom there says tier 10 to tier 100 with 0 sold. So actually, just like that, we went from beating the record from 3 sales to tier 100 to 0 sales to tier 100. So this is officially the record. I don't know if it can be broken. By the way, anybody watching this that's also want to contribute to us figuring out what happened, please feel free to use the YouTube comments on this video as well. And we can all kind of collaborate and try to figure out what the heck just happened and if it's a mistake or not, which it's kind of got that vibe, doesn't it? Another post, guys, finally, after the wait, tier 10 to tier 100. And he posted a video of the Pretty Merch countdown thing, or count up, where it took him from tier, well, I guess 10 to tier 100. Another one, I was tiered up from 10 to 100 with 20 sales. So again, skip tier 25. Now I can upload 3 designs per day. Time for a celebration before I get busy with new designs. So congratulations, go celebrate. And unfortunately, not everybody had positive news to share. There were a couple tier downs, which isn't that crazy? A tier down. I'm hoping these are mistakes. So this person said, tier down today from 500 to 100. I don't understand what will happen with all the uploaded designs. I have 250. Do they select which sell or what don't? It's strange because it doesn't solve some aspects. Does anyone know of an official answer? So yeah, I mean, I'm as clueless as you are. I would only be guessing. If anybody did reach out and received a response, definitely if you want to, again, post in the comments on this video and post in the Merch by Amazon Facebook group, that would also be very useful. I know everybody would appreciate that. And one last one. Actually, there's one more after this, but this is another tier down. It says, "Hi guys, I don't understand what just happened. My tier went down from tier 500 to tier 100. Is that possible?" So yeah, I mean, I can only imagine. I'm very fortunate, I guess. Tier 200,000 did not tier me down to anything under that. So I guess maybe I'm lucky, knock on wood. Tier downs, that doesn't sound fun. And this person's post, I really wanted to share. I think it made a lot of sense. A lot of people interacted with it as well, indicating that they kind of agree. So he said, "So in today's tier change, many people ended up with tier 100. I checked other group posts and have learned that this happened to some people who are eligible to tier up at tier 10 and tier 500, but both ended up with tier 100. He believes this is a bug and will be fixed. I don't want to make anyone sad, but people who got tiered up from tier 10 to tier 100, you may go back to tier 25 again. Who knows?" So that's actually a good point, that it seems like the tier 500 people that were supposed to get moved up to 1,000 got moved back to tier 25 as a potential explanation. And by the way, anybody that's watching this video that is like, man, how does this happen? Guys, I only worked 9 to 5 professionally as a web developer for 8 years. 8 years is a lot of time to some people and not a lot of time to people who haven't joined the workforce yet. Trust me, as a web developer, this is definitely possible. I can, this sort of stuff happens all the time. Typically, somebody that is responsible for testing should probably catch this in a development environment, but maybe they try to skip testing and who knows, like I always say, for the last year and a half, just blame COVID. You can wipe your hands clean of anything. Just blame COVID and nobody asks any questions. So we're going to go ahead and blame COVID for the bug and we'll move on. That was meant to be a joke. All right, tier 500 guys, no worries. You'll sure get to tier 1000 by the next couple of days or by today. So this guy's just giving some suggestions. He says, maybe contact support. Typically, you don't need to contact support. If you think somebody else did, they've probably already heard about it and they'll fix this at scale. They're not going to skip over you because you didn't contact them. And then this last thing he said, so for any lucky person who skipped tier 25, make sure to upload as many designs as possible and use those slots in case they do roll you back to tier 25. So if you went from tier 10 to tier 100, upload as many as possible each day in case you lose the ability to upload the extra slots at some point if they fix this, okay? So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As I wrap the video up, just wanted to remind you, I have a free 7-day Amazon merch mini course. All I need is your email address. You can find a link in the description. And I wrote a full Amazon merch course walking you through everything I learned on my journey from tier 10 to tier 200,000. So check that out, guys. Also, make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to be dropping my income report. I'm planning on doing that tomorrow for July 2020. You can see my Merch by Amazon sales as well as all of my other e-commerce business ventures. And so I'll outline all that in the income report. So guys, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.